All right, this is February 3rd, 2026. And I want to talk about the transition period that I'm in, not just as far as careers, but life, but it's connected, it's related. Um, I'm not a huge social media person, um, but I do find value in social media because I feel like you get out of it what you want to get out of it. If people want to get on social media and just expose themselves to a bunch of negativity, they'll find it. If you want to find positive stuff, if you want to find motivational stuff, if you want to find things to reinforce your faith, like it's all there, but it's a choice. So with my personal, like the thing that I'm probably got the most content on is Facebook. Maybe YouTube. Well, I'm sure at some point YouTube will eclipse that because like I care about this more. Uh, this is tied to my purpose. This is tied to my desires of the legacy that I'm gonna leave. What I want to accomplish as a man, as a father, uh, and really to document this journey uh, until it's over. So, but at this point, you know, Facebook was really the first thing I was introduced to, and what I've tried to do is take the content that I need for myself. So when I share something, it's not necessarily for other people. It's because I know at some point when I get on Facebook, I don't want to see the negativity. So I don't want to take the chance of just scrolling through a random feed and seeing a bunch of stuff I don't want to see. So I know if I post something on my page, if it's a day where I'm feeling like I just need to be on Facebook scrolling, I can literally just go to my page and just scroll on my page and only see stuff that makes sense for me to see. Only see stuff that I want to see that's going to reinforce my beliefs, my decisions, my thought processes, my accountability, my development, all these things. So it's I use it as a tool to create a thread that is gonna feed me the best way possible. Right? So why am I saying this? Because now that I'm selling insurance and it's still like I cannot overstate how much timeshare has helped me grow as a person. Um, the opportunity to talk to so many different people, help so many people put a plan in place to enjoy life, right? So the transition to insurance is not really hard because like that's the other side of it. We all gonna die, right? So I wanted to help people and I still want to help people, and at least encourage people or influence people to take advantage of the time that they have with people while they're here. So again, share the time with the people that you care about. And I own timeshare. I know that it gives me the opportunity to do certain things with my kids that I probably wouldn't do otherwise. So I can create these memories because I don't really have a lot of memories of certain people, namely my dad. And I don't want that to be the case with my children, but I also understand psychology and how our memories work, and your brain's just not going to store certain things. It has to be significant. It has to be some type of emotional tie, whether it's extremely good or bad, for it to really stand out. And it's easier to create those type of situations for kids because they don't have much to compare it to. So that's why a kid is going to light up. You know, Sophia wanted to see the ocean. I took her to see the ocean. I took her and Micah, and seeing Micah recall that months later when he's talking to his mom, it's like that's what I did it for. You know, Sophia telling me that she had the best time when she went to Orlando with her mom and her sisters, and like that's because of timeshare. So anyway, said that to say this: I'm not ever gonna push something I don't believe in, and with life insurance, it's like we lose people over and over and over. We find ourselves in these situations over and over and over, and then people continue to not protect their families, not do something that's gonna benefit them, not put a plan in place for them to avoid this catastrophe of somebody pass away unexpectedly the vast majority of the time, and not a family is scrambling trying to, go fund me or put stuff on credit cards, like, or even if it is some type of policy in place, it's barely enough to cover what needs to be taken care of. Now, I don't feel like it's anybody's responsibility to like get an insurance policy to leave their kids, all of this money. I mean, it's cool if you can do that, but more so, the reason I have the policy that I have is the peace of mind that it gives me, that if something happened to me, whoever is taking care of my kids has the resources to do what's in the best interest of my children, and my children are not a burden to anybody else, even if that's their mom. Like, if I'm here, she got help, right? Child support or not, like, I do way more than child support, and I always will. That's it. I don't really care how nobody feel about that. Like, it'll never be a situation where I have something and my kids need something, I don't do it just because something going on with their mama, or even if their mom needs something, I don't do it just because we not together. Like, that's where my kids at. I want the best possible outcome for them. So insurance is sad because I'm seeing it. People, it's almost as bad as timeshare. And I could not believe that it would be the case. I thought insurance would be completely different, because I can understand why a lot of people can't wrap their mind around getting a timeshare, or why a lot of people skeptical about having a timeshare or whatever. Like, life insurance, man, you gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, everybody gonna die. And nobody knows when. So, especially for people with kids or people with a lot of debt or whatever, why would you not simply put a plan in place to protect the people you care about in your absence? Because if you're gone, you no longer have the ability to do that. But you can make sure that it's still something there in place. So I don't want to make this a insurance presentation. Just really express where I'm at and why this shift makes sense for me. Because I can't say that anything other than God, the military, and my family had more influence on me being who I am than timeshare. But because of timeshare, I feel like I can do more good because of the person that I am, helping people protect their families. So that's really the transition right now. With all of that being said, anybody who listen to this, anybody who care about me, I do want to be successful at this, and I am gonna need help. So it's not just, hey, tell everybody that Clarence sell insurance. Like, if you don't know about insurance, hit me up so I can at least educate you. Right? You don't gotta buy nothing from me. Like, if you need it, yeah, great. But as much as I believe in timeshare, and that's and this don't sound crazy, but legit, the sequence that I did it in, like, the timeshare is gonna have the bigger immediate impact than life insurance. That's how I feel. So, like, once you're gone, you're gone. And whatever happened after that, you don't really have no control over. So I would still prioritize taking advantage of the time that I have while I'm here. But right after that, I want to make sure that I have that peace of mind that when I'm not here, the people I care about will be in a position to continue to live their best life. It's not too many people I would trust with my kids. Me and her mom not together. So if something happened to me, in all likelihood, they'd be with their mom. But yeah, I would still want them to be in the best position with their mom. If something happened to both of us and they were being raised by one of my relatives or one of her relatives, I would want them to have the means to provide my kids with the type of life I wanted to provide them with. So it's very important, and the earlier you do it, the better it is because the cheaper it is. But it's so many people out here with no coverage, with no clue of what coverage they need and everything else, and just not even willing to listen. So I said all of that to say this. I'm asking anybody who knows me, anybody who watched this, anybody who cares about me, anybody who cares about their family, like, help me. That don't mean buy nothing from me. Like, just let me talk to you about it, right? Let me practice my presentation. You get the information either way, and anybody that's willing to do that, it'll be worth your while because I do work with a company where, there are there are benefits that I can give for free. So, I didn't really know where I was going with this when I hit record, but I do think, you know, I would hope that people will at least take a little bit of their time, just the same way they do with a timeshare presentation. Just listen. Just listen. If it makes sense to you, do it. If it don't. But don't bury your head in the sand if it's people that's important to you, if there are people that you're gonna leave behind that are not going to be able to cover your final expenses, that are, not gonna be able to cover whatever debt you have, because yeah, you want to leave people stuff, but you don't want to leave them debt. You don't want to leave them in a bind. You want to leave them, especially at the rate they're already losing you, to have to also deal with not having any type of, preparation financially. That's twice as bad. So anyway, Timeshare Clarence is doing insurance now, and I'm doing it because I believe in it. I'm doing it because it provides me the freedom and flexibility to travel and work from wherever I'm at. I'm licensed in different states. I can go see my family. I don't gotta sell anybody a policy, but I don't have to punch nobody clock, and I still gotta work, but I don't have to prioritize work over living, right? And that's the most important thing. I made a video about balance yesterday, I think. And this is what I feel like is gonna provide me a lot of balance, because it's something that I still get fulfillment out of. Helping people I can make money from, I can travel, I can do all these different things, but that's what it's gonna do for me. But it's just as important to me what it will allow me to help other people do for themselves and their families. So if you don't have insurance, if you don't know about insurance, just hit me up. You ain't gotta buy nothing. Just hit me up, have a conversation. Let me go over some stuff with you. So at least, if nothing else, you have the education. So yeah, Timeshare Clarence is selling insurance now. I'm still Timeshare Clarence. Uh, it's just this the next phase. And hopefully I'll get the opportunity to help a lot more people with this, in addition to the people and the families that I help with timeshare. So yeah, hit me up.